The Scholarship, Leadership, and Citizenship Award is given to graduates who have lived out Ashesi's core values during their time at the university. These awardees have contributed in outstanding ways to Ashesi's mission and have had a strong impact on the Ashesi community. This is the highest award a student can receive at Ashesi and is presented by the president of the university. Our first awardee is an action-oriented scholar, gracious servant leader, and an optimistic citizen. He's always cheerful, constantly learning, dutifully applying what he knows, and generously shares his talent, energy, and knowledge. This awardee volunteered on the academic committee of the Ashesi Student Council in his second year to help monitor course loads and implement programs to help students better cope with our rigorous program during period of uncertainties. As a talented and diligent student who thrived academically, he made time to serve at our Math Resource Center, tutoring many students in hours of one-on-one sessions, which was especially useful during exams season. Beyond Ashesi, he was an able ambassador of the institution on the Applied Method and Research Experience, AMRE, program at College of Worcester in Ohio. He developed with 3 others a best practice guide to improve Schneider Electric's use of large language models. After conducting several experiments, before that, he was on a team of Ashesi students who developed a device that enables the blind and visually impaired to plot and interpret bar graphs and perform simple mathematical computations. Ultimately, it was no surprise when, as vice presidential candidate, he and his presidential candidate got elected to lead the Ashesi Student Council in early 2023. For never being flustered or out of ideas, and for never missing in action, always composed, always learning, and always serving. For personifying the Ashesi ideals of scholarship, leadership, and citizenship, we present this award to a young man with an unusually avuncular disposition, an uncle to all in this Ashesi family, Wafa, Yamwa, Frimpong, Atefua. Our next awardee is not one to hug the limelight. In fact, often this person appears to be fleeing the limelight. Her broad intellect and eagerness to push for excellence makes everyone want to work with her. Her intellectual interests span Asante artifacts, Russian literature, the science of human disasters, and many more. It has molded her into an imaginative young woman eager to shape the world into a better place. This awardee has been an excellent representative of Ashesi on various platforms. In June this year, amidst the hustle of final year workload, she accepted to speak at the Pan-African Students Summit in Accra. She is a Melton Foundation Fellow who works with other fellows to promote the ethos of global citizenship on our campus. Late last year, she was one of the few students chosen to work with MBA students from Harvard to provide business advisory services to Ghanaian ventures. Internationally, she was part of the student team that launched the Global Commons, an online student-led publication sponsored by the Open Society University Network, a partnership of over 40 institutions across the world that champion liberal arts and civic engagement. In the summer of 2023, she participated in the workshop on public finance and economic analysis at Bard College in New York before a 2-month stint with the Global Operations Office of Bank of America Merrill Lynch in United Kingdom. Widely admired for her sense of integrity, it was no surprise that in her junior year, she was voted in as the vice chairperson of the Judicial and Electoral Committee. As the Chinese philosopher Lao Tzu puts it, A leader is best when people barely know he exists. When his work is done, his aim fulfilled, they will say, "We did it ourselves." We cannot find many who represent Lachu's words better than this awardee. In honor of her expansive and restless intellect, her powerful representation of Ashesi from the streets of Accra to classrooms in America and boardrooms in England, and for the heart that looks out for community, we present this award to Maxine Victoria Nana Equia Chumwa Brenya. Our final awardee is the citizen leader that any community needs. His numerous talents involve problem solving, public speaking, singing, keyboard playing, and very importantly, making friends. It does not matter who you talk to, classmates, faculty, administrators, canteen staff, security personnel, landscapers. Anyone would confirm that this awardee always has a broad smile and an interesting topic for warm conversations. His problem-solving skills, however, is likely his most visible trait. His sharp ability to define problems and design innovative solutions has been applied widely. He developed a web application that teaches science and math, making these subjects easier and more enjoyable for children. He worked with a team that tested the use of IoT technology to improve productivity for small-scale farms. He developed a low-cost, low-power pulse detector for monitoring the function of the heart. During the pandemic, he developed a tool that synthesized COVID-19 data from across the world and shared information for public duration. And on and on and on. His presence on campus in the last 4 years meant more students performed better academically than they would otherwise. More of us got inspired about the power of science and technology than would otherwise. And more people on campus experienced joy and optimism than would otherwise. And he did all of this while overcoming a physical impairment that very few of us fully appreciate. Even though he needed technology to fully experience the light of this world, the light he radiated made all our worlds brighter. For his infectious enthusiasm about technology, for his radiant personality, and for inspiring us to learn to overcome, we present this award to Daniel Sawaye.
We did